DrDVD.com.
What it is, people, it's your boy Doggy Diamonds. I'm here with Sue Tech. Y'all might see him from Side Letter TV. Always on
the Negro, baby.
Yeah, always on in Harlem. Always on 125 out there doing the work for the people. But a lot of people don't know you was Loaded Luck's manager.
I was Loaded Luck's manager. A lot of people didn't know that.
And are you responsible for having him rhyming positive and giving him some of the knowledge on stuff?
Well, I'll put it to you like this. Luck started coming around us on 125th Street, and myself and Starnetta started feeding him the DVDs.
Okay.
You know, the conscious DVDs that we be selling on 125th Street. And he would go home and watch them, and then he would come back to me a lot of times with questions about them, like what the brother was talking about, what they meant with this, what they meant about that. And I would break a lot of things down for him. And based on that, me and him developed a relationship. You know, and then, you know, based on my experience in the music industry, a lot of people don't know I was DMX's first manager, got DMX's first record deal. I worked at Tommy Boy Records, worked at Arista Records. So based on that, you know, I used to talk to him about his music career. And he liked a lot of the stuff I was saying. So he was like, look, man, I want you on my team, you know, on my management team. So that's how I got involved with Lux on the management.
And you don't manage him no more.
Nah, I don't manage Lux.
What happened?
You know, I could say it very, very simply, the money.
Okay.
You know, I negotiated deals for that brother in 1 year. I made him more money than he ever made in his life.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of the battle with Howard the Don, I negotiated that deal. You know, people say, oh, Lux got $40,000 for that deal, $40,000 for that deal. Nah, I negotiated that deal and Lux got $80,000 for that deal.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying? I negotiated his deal that he battled Murder Mook with. You know, as a matter of fact, I was the one who recommended Mook for that battle. They wanted to put somebody else in. And I said, you know what? You got a better shot and to making this a big splash by doing a rematch with Murder Mook. So they said, well, do you know how to get in contact with Mook? I said, absolutely. I called Mook. I got uptown. I called Mook. Said, Mook, gave this catch a number. They're going to give you a call about this, la-da-da-da-da. Mook said, I'm in. We negotiated the deal, and it was set.
Can you disclose that amount with Mook?
I'll tell you how much Lux got.
Yeah, how much Lux got?
$30,000.
$30,000. So in what, 3 years' time, you're saying you got him over $100,000?
In less than a year.
Wow.
I didn't manage Lux for 3 years. I came in the end of 2012. Like December of 2012, I was his manager. So when I first got down with him, it was his sister was involved. Come December, she just disappeared. I didn't know what happened to her. So I just kept doing what I knew how to do. You know, I had some people working with me from Florida, and they turned me on to some people, and then, you know, I brought Ak in because my specialty was business. You know, I really didn't have a firm grip on the current music. Mm-hmm. So Ak 2Gs, I brought Ak 2Gs in to say, look, Ak was already down, but I said, look, I want you to control the music. All right, okay. You A&R our project, because at the time we was putting together the You're Gonna Get This Work mixtape. Mm-hmm. So I said, you come in and you A&R the music. I brought another brother in, Els. He's like, got his finger on the pulse of the industry. Cat reads every blog, knows all about the different social networks, knows how to work them. The guy's, I want to call him a genius, young man, knows exactly what he's doing, be valuable to any team. And we had a strong team put together. And so while everything was going good, it was because me, Ak, and Els was making everything go good.
When the money came, what happened?
When the money came, the family came. You know how they say when blood is in the water, the sharks is around? Mm-hmm. Well, when the money come in, the family come. All of a sudden, his family started showing up. You know, they play in the background again. Then next thing you know, they up front. Money gets paid out. Jack don't get broke off.
So did you walk away or did he fire you?
Well, I saw things happening. You know what I'm saying? I see his sister coming back. You know, he wants me to let her handle this and let her handle that. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I done forgot more about this music business than she'll ever know. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way I can take direction from them. You understand? So I'm like, you know what? Y'all handle that. I'm gonna step off and do something else. Because I had some other projects that I was working on that I wanted to put more attention to, that I had sacrificed while I was managing him. You understand? So I said, you know what? Y'all handle that. Just pay me what you owe me. You know? Pay me what you owe me and everything will be good. Y'all need me to come in, you want to consult with me about anything, we can do that. But you know, just pay me what you owe me, we walk away friends.
Did you ever get paid?
Never got paid.
Did you get paid to this day?
Haven't got paid to this day.
And how far do you have to take it, do you think, to get your money?
I hope I don't have to take it that far.
Okay.
But as far as I've taken it so far, I took Mr. Black Panther to court. You understand? And you know, it's a damn shame that here's the brother up on stage being the Black Panther, standing for black righteousness. You understand? And I gotta take him to the white man's court to get justice from him. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, that's the ironic part.
Did you put him on to Brother Polite?
Well, from being around us.
Okay.
You understand? From being around us, he got exposed to Brother Polite. You know, and you know, Polite is very fond of Lux. But when you know somebody's integrity, and my story right now, there's a long list of people like me in line with this same story dealing with the guy. You understand what I'm saying? So my story isn't anything unique. He has a long list of people that, you know, he's had problems with over money.
So when him and Mook battled, and Mook said that he's Sharif, he's fake and all that,
Right.
What did you say when you saw all that?
First, let me back a little. When Hollow battled him, me and Hollow correspond with one another.
Okay.
You understand? Because when we was setting up the Hollow Mook battle, me and Hollow would talk a lot. You know, and I talked to Hollow after the Hollow Lux battle. I said, you know what, brother? And this was when me and Lux had already split up. I said, I think Lux won the battle, but everything you said about that man was true. When Mook went out,
Hold on, everything he said was true?
everything I think except for the cocaine. I don't know anything about the cocaine.
okay.
I don't know about the cocaine.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
All right, but all of those character issues.
Yeah.
That more to John Lux than we know. There's more to that beloved than we know. He was hitting it on the head, you know. And then when Mook came at him with that, it was like, I have to say something now. You know what I'm saying? It was like, you know what? I wasn't saying anything for a long time. You know, just people in my immediate circle, or if somebody came up to me and said something to me about it, and I would say, look, I don't deal with Lux anymore. They would say, don't tell me, money. And I would be like, yeah, you know. And that's a shame that that's the first thing people think the problem is. That black men can't get together and deal with money in a rational, honest fashion. You know, if a man doesn't have his integrity, or you can't go on a man's word, then what is that person? You can't call him a man. You know what I'm saying?
So reconciliation with Lux, is it possible for you?
You know what? I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, he would have to hit me with some really strong lyrics. You understand what I'm saying? For me to say I can reconcile with him. Because it ain't even the money, it's the character of the person. You know, you got Polite and other brothers in the conscious community promoting him as a role model to our youth.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? And they know his integrity is bad. They know his character has flaws. And I hope he sees this, so hopefully it'll put a spark in him to say, you know what, I need to change. Because like Octo-G worked hard for him, I worked hard for that man. When we put that, you gonna get this work mixtape together, it was going in the studio at 8 o'clock and coming out when the birds are singing. And then I'm up back at, that's 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning. Then I'm back up at 11 o'clock hitting the block trying to get me a couple of dollars.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So, it was a lot of work getting him where he was. And I'm not saying like I did it all by myself, because we had a good team. But everybody on that team is unhappy with the way they were treated.
So the original team is gone, basically.
The original team is gone.
So any music that we hear from here on out will be responsible for somebody else's doing,
Somebody
basically.
else is doing, exactly.
Is that Lux you saw at the Mook battle? Do you know that Lux? Is that a whole different person to you?
Yeah. That's a different Lux. That the white, tight whites, that I don't know that Lux. I'm not cracking jokes. I don't mean to crack jokes on it. But nah, I didn't know that Lux. Because that Lux, I saw no fight back in that Lux. You understand? When homie was hitting him with them haymakers, he just sat there, absorbed them. And I think, see, you can't hide your body language. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Your body language speaks first. And when Mook was hitting him with those blows, it was like he was reflecting. And he's on that stage and his past 6 months is flashing in front of him. He said, I'm up here getting destroyed. And I shitted on my man Ock, shitted on Jack, shitted on Els, shitted on this cat who did my video that I still owe $1,500 to. I shitted on this cat that, I played him in chess and lost and I owe him $500. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure it's like, like just before you die, your life flashed before your eyes. I'm sure all of that was flashing because that's how his face looked. His face looked like all of that was flashing before his face. And he just had to, he might not even heard anything Mook was saying as he was doing that reflection. I really hope that he sees the errors of his way, because I taught Lux about karma. I gave Lux those audio books on the law of attraction, the science of getting rich, all of that. I gave him that stuff. So he knows what you throw out into the universe is what's going to come back to you. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm pissed off at how he treated me financially, because my family depended on that money. I depended on that money. You understand? Now I got to go through all these shenanigans to get what I worked for and earned. That's a problem, but even more so than that, it's the people around us that worked for him, and he doesn't see fit to compensate us for the work we put in.
What about the people that's going to look at this and say, here we go, another bitter ex-manager, Lux don't owe you shit, Lux is great, you just want some of that money because he blew up. What do you want to say to them people?
I want to say, Lux didn't blow up. People blew him up. You understand what I'm saying? We coached Lux through every interview. You dig it? I even wrote some of the interviews that he did in the magazines. I had people submit the questions and I'd write the answers. You understand? So, yeah, we need to be compensated. This is business. You understand? This is business. We were business partners. So the people say that we bitter, yeah, you would be bitter too if you went to job, and then at the end of the week, your boss said, nah.
The way the industry goes, people are going to probably say, well, why didn't you have him on paperwork? Why didn't you have him sign? Did you think it was above and beyond paperwork?
You know what, this was a situation. Lux didn't know me. Of course, I could sit up here and say I could do all of this and do all of that. But the proof is in the pudding. You understand?
And you figured if you show and prove.
Show and prove. Handshake. You understand? I give you my word, you give me your word. If a man's word is no good, then what does that say about the man? You understand what I'm saying? So we shake hands on that. But I also know that a verbal contract is just as good as a written contract if you perform under the contract. And I performed under the contract. That's why when I had to take him to court, I won my 2 cases against him.
So when you see him performing and he's saying you're going to get this work and people are, looking at him like he's a man of God, I'm talking God love, do you be like, oh, this nigga's full of shit?
Full of shit. He's full of shit. You know, he's full of shit. The brother really needs to do some introspection. He really needs to look inside. You know what I'm saying? Because like Ak was saying in your interview with Ak, very, very talented person. You know, and you can see glimpses, right? Until you see the dark side, all you see is the bright light. But then once you see the dark side, that overshadows all of that. You ever see the story of the high school basketball phenom that gets in trouble throughout his whole high school career, but the coaches and everybody cover up for it, and then he gets into college and he rapes some girl, or he really does something horrible, and then it comes out all the dirt that he was doing that people were covering for him, and then he's sitting in the jail cell trying to figure out how he got there. His talent doesn't get him anymore. His talent doesn't get him out of the trouble anymore.
You talk about the Mike Tyson story, basically.
Yo, there's a million of those stories.
Yeah.
You know, you had the Jameson cat at Florida State. He was accused of raping the chick. You know, a lot of people say his celebrity and his talent, his potential talent, had people pull some strings to get him out of that. But there's going to be a day when people aren't going to pull those strings for you no more. You understand?
So, all right, if and when Lux sees this, what's your personal message to him?
Pay me my money, number one. You understand? Number two is, see, people who know Lux know that Lux, he'll talk to one person here and agree, go to the next person, change his mind and agree with that person. Brother, live your life for yourself. You understand? Live your life for yourself. That's you know, understand who you are. I really don't think he knows who he is. I don't think he knows if he's Loaded Lux or John Lux. You know? So I think that's, you know, he's got a lot of contradictions inside that he needs to reconcile.
ForbesDVD.com